Hey guys, it's Melissa. High Performance Happy Hour. Happy Hump Day, Wednesday. How's it going? How's it going? I still have a tan. I love this. I got this like West Coast glow going on. Woohoo! We'll see how long it lasts though. I don't know. So today, High Performance Happy Hour. I was driving home from my consult site today and it's raining really hard. And I drove past the ocean and it was really miraculous. The waves were huge. Almost seemed like they were going to come up over the dunes and into the road. And I love rain. Does anybody else love rain? I love it. I've always loved it. They say sometimes, well, I believe, like they say rain is music for your soul. And I do. I really enjoy rain. And yeah, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about authenticity and connection and how it really makes a major impact in your life and ultimately your performance, personally and professionally. And that these two factors, if you're being authentic and you're able to create connection in your life, deep, meaningful connection, that you are going to have greater levels of performance and success in all areas of your life. And there's a ton of research on this. And that's what I wanted to discuss today and love to get your input as well. And like I said, authenticity is deep. It goes deeper than the surface level. It's about loving yourself and believing in yourself. And authenticity, I would say, really isn't like a skill like confidence is. Authenticity really is a way of being that you get to choose, where you're showing up as you and showing up as your best self, and people really getting to know you. And it's about having integrity too, and showing up. What you see is what you get, even behind closed doors kind of thing. It has to do a lot with character and who you're being. And I have my notebook here because I ran a workshop a couple of weeks ago specifically on authenticity and connection, and we went really deep into this, and it was for a business and really helping their team really cultivate both authenticity and connection when working with their members. And when it comes to authenticity, it really is a daily practice that you get to continuously show up as you, and not who you think you're supposed to be, but showing up genuinely as you. And it's about cultivating courage, because when we show up as ourselves, raw and who we truly are, it takes courage. It takes courage to take the mask off, because wearing masks is really easy, right? You just pop it on, put some, even you can even say like wearing makeup is almost like a mask. I mean, I wear makeup because I enjoy it and it's fun and I'm not hiding anything, but I have no problem coming on here without makeup on either, because I'm it doesn't matter. I'm still me and I'm showing up. And masks are easy, masks are comfortable. So when we are being our authentic self, it's about cultivating the courage to do so, and having the courage to just step out into, who you really are. And it's about emotional honesty. It's super important too when it comes to being authentic. And, not just being authentic with the people that you're closest to, but all people, and people in the workplace, and people when you're in social settings as well. And it's about emotional honesty and really truly embracing how you're feeling in certain moments, and not beating yourself up over feeling a certain way, allowing yourself to feel your feelings. I haven't done that in a long time. I mean, until now. I mean, I've really, this past year, grown so much when it comes to just being more open and vulnerable and authentic, and allowing myself to feel my feelings, allowing myself to actually cry and allow the certain emotion or feeling to move through me. Because I always used to just try to like turn it off really quick and hide it, because I thought that I was supposed to be this like tough person and not supposed to show my emotion. A lot of times society, does that, especially with women, that we're supposed to be strong and, look a certain way or act a certain way. But it's more so about the emotional honesty, and that's really what's courageous and really creates that authenticity. And I said it already, vulnerability, and just being able to, expose yourself a little bit, get people to understand what it is that you're going through, so that they get to know you better. And when you create that vulnerability and that openness, you create deeper connection with people in all aspects of your life as well, even your children. And allowing your children to see your emotions and to see that, even as adults, we feel different ways about different things. And it teaches our kids to have compassion and empathy, and lets them know that it's okay to feel their feelings and not feel ashamed for them or guilty for feeling a certain way. So it's huge. And also, I said too, compassion, and just having compassion for yourself, especially when you're, working towards a goal, when you're really stretching yourself towards something that's, is a lot of work. Have compassion, be kind to yourself. I'm not saying take the easy road or what's the word I'm looking for? Like take breaks and like give yourself a permission to like slack off. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that while you're working really hard, getting to those next levels of success in your life, is have compassion while you're going through the journey, because it's going to be full of ups and downs, and you really get to be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, engage in those deeper level self-care practices while you're working hard. And then also allowing yourself to celebrate and feel and enjoy when you do have moments where you're super successful, or you kind of reach that threshold where you moved over a big hump in your life, personally and professionally, and taking the time to stop and celebrate yourself. It's super important. So not only are we getting to have compassion for ourselves, but also celebrating ourselves too, and creating that balance between the two. And that's all encompassing authenticity, and being authentic with who you're being, and just showing up as you. And another big thing with authenticity is that when you're being 100% authentic, you will naturally generate deep connection, and you will generate deep connections with everyone you meet. And sometimes it's hard for people in general to connect because we're afraid of being authentic. We're afraid of getting vulnerable. We're afraid of exposing ourselves, because we have these beliefs and stories in our head that if we do certain things, hey, that if we do certain things, we won't be accepted, or we won't be liked, or we're hurting somebody's feelings, or we're disappointing others. And it really can stop us from being who we truly are, or honoring ourselves in that certain moment. But if you really want to get to those next levels of success, in your life. It really is about embracing who you truly are, being authentic, and a natural result of being authentic is that you're going to establish deeper connections. And when you're able to cultivate deeper connections with people in all areas of your life, you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel at peace. You're going to feel calm. You're not going to feel stressed, overwhelmed, and burned out. And it says a lot too with our careers and businesses that when we are really taking the time to show up authentically and to take the time to create deeper connections with our colleagues and our clients, it's really going to also increase your performance, which increases your revenue, which increases your, they say connection. My coach says connection is currency. And it's true, because when people feel seen, heard, and valued, and that's what's happening when you're creating deeper connection with people. And another huge thing with connection is that you're listening. That's a big one. Really taking the time to listen to people. It's going to really pull people in. They're going to want to work with you. They're going to want to be on your team for projects. They're going to want to invest in you, for example, or give you that raise, or give you that opportunity to work with them. So think about it that way too, is that connection isn't only amazing for you personally in terms of how you feel about yourself, but also it can really impact you financially as well. And I have a quote here that I want to read to you guys about connection. And it's from Brene Brown, who has done so much research on the topic of authenticity, connection, vulnerability, shame, guilt. So if you haven't heard of her, look her up, grab some of her books, and she just does a beautiful job with compiling all of this research. And when it comes to connection, it's about a sense of belonging. And when we create that deeper sense of belonging in ourselves and with others that we come in contact with, what happens is that we let go of what we are supposed to be and embrace who we are. And the energy, so this is another big thing too with authenticity and connection. It's not about what you're doing. Yes, it is a little bit, but it's more so about who you're being and the energy around it. And the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. So you know when you are authentically connecting with somebody, because you guys can both give and receive. It's like a I water you, you water me type of relationship. And when you're providing them with support, they feel seen, heard, and valued. You're able to receive without judgment, and you derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. So what's coming up for you while you're listening to this when it comes to authenticity and connection? Is this an area that you have, trouble with, really getting deeper with people because you're afraid of what they might think, or you're afraid of being judged or looking stupid, instead of just, really going for it? I would love to hear. And it's just a really important topic that I believe we all get to practice more and more, or at least just be more aware of how we're showing up day to day, and if we're really showing up authentically, or if we're wearing a mask, and just pay attention to it, because the signs show up. You know, if you can get yourself out of your head and into your heart, you really can feel when you are showing up authentically you, and when you're not. And you get to choose how to shift out of that, take the mask off, and shift back into authenticity and really creating deep connection. And you know, honestly, it takes work. It really does. When we are working towards authenticity and connection, it's not a fast fix. It's a practice, and it's a you get to be mindful as well. If you want this to be a part of your life, or if you realize that there's something that's a little off, maybe at work or in your business, maybe with like attracting clients, or just your overall performance at work or in your business. It could be this. It really could be, am I showing up authentic, or am I trying to be something that I think I'm supposed to be? Am I trying to mimic this person and how they're doing certain things? And that's the thing too, is there's so many amazing people out there that are inspiring, and it's fantastic to be inspired by others. But if you're just trying to do what they're doing and be like them, and not really be you, eventually you're going to get stuck. So it's about being inspired, yes, but also putting your authentic self into what you're doing. And everybody wins. Everybody wins when you are being you, and when you're showing up as your best self. And I guarantee you're going to cultivate those deeper connected relationships because of it. So that's what I wanted to discuss today on High Performance Happy Hour, and the importance of showing up authentically, creating deeper connections with those around you, personally and professionally. And that's just going to boost that performance, those high performance levels in your life. Guarantee it. So it's not so much about the doing. This time it's more so about who you're being. And when you show up authentically you, it just takes those results to the next level. And it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing when you're showing up as you, because you are amazing. And another thing too is that it is so, when you're not showing up authentic, it depletes your energy, guys. It really, really depletes your energy. But when you're showing up being you, it's a huge energy burst, and really fires you up. So take care. Oh, Tara just joined. You'll have to watch. I'm getting off. We talked about authenticity and connection, and would just love to hear your thoughts and feedback on this. And I will be back tomorrow. Okay, love you guys. Bye.